What's up, everybody? Mario 13 here. And, well, today we're doing, part 4 of What If Yuji is part of the Gojo clan. So, let's get on to this. We start the story off the same place we started in the manga, with Yuji just sitting on the stairs. After finally letting his mind debrief from what happened. Just finally relaxing and taking a break and understand. Just processing. This is when Choso comes up to him and explains what he explained in the manga, along with telling Yuji about Kenjaku and what he probably did. And although he knows that Kenjaku, he just doesn't know why Kenjaku would do it. But if Choso guesses that, well, hey, someone with the 6 eyes and limitless, that's an anomaly, would be something worth having. As Choso thinks that maybe Kenjaku was planning to use Yuji as a body. He doesn't know. But he does tell Yuji and Junpei they're both head on back to Jujutsu High. With usually telling him that that's going to be an obvious problem. Nothing much. With Yuji telling him that it's going to be an obvious problem, as with Gojo Sensei gone, the only thing protecting him is the Gojo clan. Although, to be fair, Yuji remember what Gojo told him, that if anything happened to him, Yuji would automatically be appointed the head of the Gojo clan. And thus Yuji realizes that now he's the head. But that doesn't really mean much, since really the only 2 powerful and noble members of the clan were him and Gojo. So even though he's the head of the clan, it doesn't really change all that much. If not barely anything at all. So yeah, even him being the head of the clan barely changes anything at all in the grand scheme. As realistically, it doesn't really matter for the clan. So yeah, you can't even really be protected by the clan, since they will possibly just be attacked. So that's a no-go going to there. And so he tells them that, well, it seems like they might just have to stay here and stop. Telling him that he's coming with him, as they also look over to both of Geto's daughters. They finally know, which I don't know why they didn't. They're still alive in the sand with it, so just imagine that this conversation happened there too, for all intents and purposes. So yeah, they're just as shocked to find out that that thing that took their father, basically, is a body-hopping parasite that wants to live forever. And so they decide to basically take it, what they do, and head on. Really, someone's playing music? I just walked out. So yeah, they decide to take it as it is and head on. Although they do decide to stay with the 2, Yuji, Choso, and Junpei, as they figure that if killing that, since they have with Yuji telling them that they have the same goal of killing Kenjaku, and thus the 2 girls go along with it, being ready to murder them all, as they obviously want the help, and they have someone that can kill Kenjaku for them. In turn, they'll help them out whenever they can. So, yeah. Mind the cars. So yeah, in turn, they get help. They'll help out whatever they can. Oh, come the fuck on. So yeah. And thus, this leads to Yuji just tell Junpei though to head on, since, well, he still is safe, technically. But Junpei tells him that he'll stay around anyway, since Yuji's basically one of his best friends. And thus this gets to the 3 moving, which we eventually head on to Noya, realizing that Yuji is, that Megami is still alive, and with that he can't become the full-on clan head. And so he decides to, well, murder Megami. And he realizes that Gojo clan brat would be the perfect way to get Megami. And thus, he heads on to go and, well, snag Megami's soul. Or kill him. Which eventually leads him running into Yuji. And, well, we know. Except here's the thing, even though his curse technique is kind of some bullshit, it can't get past infinity. Which Yuji thinks so. Is basically learning how to keep up even more now. So, with that, he's kind of shit out of luck on this bit. And while he can try, a quick hit from Reversal Red ends up sending him flying back into a wall. With Yuji telling him if he tries it again, next time I hit him, he'll be bigger and go for the kill. As Yuji does ask him now, what does he want with Megami? Before charging. And while asking this, he charges up another blast of Reversal Red while Noya's in the wall, telling him to tell him right now what he wants with Megami if he values his life. And thus, he says what he wants with Megami. And Yuji, hearing this, starts charging up the red now, getting ready to kill Noya, but this is when they feel a curse energy almost nearly as big as Yuji's and Gojo's. Hell, it's bigger than Yuji and Gojo's themselves, as they look over and see Yuta. Yuji can tell with the 6 eyes that this man is no business. This man hell, he's the only one that can fight him. And thus with this, Yuji ends up telling Choso and Junpei the head of Noya, who's a lot weaker from getting a red to the meant to hurt red to the stomach, his chest. And what this happens, this leads to Yuji basically rushing forward, with Yuta following him. Although, next thing that Yuta knows, he's getting pulled in. As he sees Reversal Blue, not Reversal Blue, Lapis Blue, pulling him in. He quickly calls Rika earlier here now, with Rika appearing, as he realizes that Yuji's almost as strong as Gojo Sensei. And thus this leads to a clash between the two, as Yuji ends up rushing Yuta, throwing a right, basically going to some basic martial arts, right hand, right hook, Yuta blocking, dodging, along with Rika trying to come in and attack, with Yuji jumping out the way, while charging about palm-sized red, sending Rika flying back into a building, along with Yuta coming in, trying to slash, only for it to be stopped by Infinity, with Yuji looking at him before shooting another red, sending Yuta flying back. As the two continue their fight, we switch off to Junpei and Noya, and because of the fact that he was weakened by Yuji from just that one attack, which, yeah, it's easier for them to take him down. But they look over and see something in the air, a red and blue, Reversal Red and a Lapis Blue in the air. After we switch over, we see Yuta slightly bloodied while slowly healing with Reverse Curse Take, while healing with RCT, as he heals a missing arm, with him thinking about the fact that Yuji's dangerous, with Yuji telling Yuta that he probably should have been looking up, as Yuta immediately sees the Reversal Red and Blue in the air, as he realizes what's happening, as Yuji starts to chant, eventually ending off with a hollow purple as they combine together and basically nuke the surrounding area. After the explosion had done, Yuji is seen somewhat tired, more likely letting his guard down. But in that quick second of letting his guard down, he feels Rika becoming behind him, and already while he tries to activate Infinity again, it's too late, as a bloodied and battered Yuta, who's badly burnt and damaged, stabs Yuji to the chest before he can activate Infinity again. leading to him finally passing out. With Yuji basically being angry at himself, thinking that this is how he dies. Now then, we skip off to Yuta getting back. Noya, however the hell you say his name, is defeated. With Chosun and Junpei beat. As they see Yuta, who's battered, bloody, and bruised, obviously, barely walking his way over, holding unconscious Yuji. Now then, they try. They really do try, but here's the thing. Even while basically half dead, he's still stronger than both of them. And thus it leads to him knocking them both out with one shot. Oh, come the fuck on. This also leads to him telling Noya to tell the higher-ups that Yuji is dead and he'll heal him. And thus he's healed while he drags the three off. Well, more like having Rika carry the other two, as after he heals Noya, he ends up passing out from his wounds, which leads to Rika carrying the three and taking them to a safe place. Now, eventually, we see Yuji wake up, as he's wondering why he's not dead, as he sees Yuta, who's healed now thanks to RCT, and telling him how he faked his death, basically, and the higher-ups won't be coming after him anymore. Although he knows that the Gojo clan is probably going to be outraged with the higher-ups, as they just lost two of the strongest members in their eyes, as they lost both of the heads. So yeah, the Gojo clan is pissed. Am I going the right way? Well, it's going to be pissed, I should say. I am not going the right way. So yeah. The clan is, well, pissed off beyond belief. But right now, as the two basically talk, along with the fact that he does see Junpei and Choso over there next to him, asking if they're all right. After getting confirmation, they get up and are ready to go, only for them to then see Megami. And Yuji asks him if Navarre was alright. With him telling Yuji in this timeline, since Yuji was able to save him a good bit, was able to save her, but was actually able to heal her organs before anything bad happened. He tells her that she's in a coma, but they don't know if she's going to wake up. They don't know how long it's going to take her to wake up or not. This does make Yuji somewhat hopeful, though, as he'll at least know that she's alive. And he can't be any happier about that. So yeah, with that, I rocked the wrong fucking way. So yeah, nope, I just walked the wrong way. Lovely. So with that, Megami starts explaining to Yuji about what's happening. With Yuji thinking that his mother can't be even more of a piece of shit, but he keeps finding out that she is. Hell, he doesn't even want to call that thing his mother, whatever it is. Along with the two other girls are there too. I keep forgetting about them. But yes, the two other girls are there too. And thus, the calling games start. As they all get ready to fight, Yuta tells them to let's go then. As we see them head to an underground house, stepping down the stairs and seeing Maki and Yuki. And with that, this is where we're going to end this part off. So yeah,